Shalom, I am Rabbi Howard Wolk, Community Chaplain with Jewish Family Service. I hope this finds you and your families well. And as I've mentioned in other messages, hope you're vaccinated. Certainly very important for everyone to receive the vaccine. In the weekly Torah cycle, we're now in the middle of the book of Numbers. A lot of different episodes that occur about the 12 spies, the 12 scouts that Moses sends into the land of Israel. It's about a year or so since the Exodus. The plan is to go directly into the land of Israel. And the people come to Moses with the idea they want to send spies or scouts into Israel. God agrees, Moses agrees. And so he chooses a leader from each tribe. He gives them instructions what to look for. They break up into pairs to spy out the land, to come back. And as we're all familiar, this does not work out well. Upon their return to the Israelites after 40 days in the land of Canaan, 10 of the spies give an evil report about the land of Israel. They say, though it's flowing with milk and honey, the armies are very powerful there. The nations cannot be vanquished. And they even go so far as to say that they appeared in their own eyes like grasshoppers, and that's how they appeared to the Canaanites. Two of the spies, Joshua and Caleb, give a positive report saying that with the help of God, they will be victorious. The people want to follow the majority report. Moses says, no, we're going with the minority report. The Israelites weep when being told that they're still going into the land of Israel. And God says, if you're crying because you're going into Israel, it means you're not committed to the project. It means that you do not want to inherit the land of Israel. And so God ordains that for each day that the spies were in the land of Israel, 40 days, the people will remain in the desert for a year, total of 40 years, until the generation that left Egypt will die out, and a new generation that has more self-pride, more self-confidence, they will go into the land of Israel. This punishment, by the way, applied only to the Israelite men, not to the women. Any Israelite man who was over the age of 20 at the time of the Exodus did not enter the land of Israel. The women of the nation nevertheless displayed faith in God and confidence in the land of Israel. The punishment, therefore, did not apply to them. But the question is, why did the spies sin in such a way? Why would they tilt their report in a negative way? So I think one of the reasons is the following. Here the Israelites were traveling through the desert. All their needs were taken care of. On a daily basis, they received the manna from heaven. They had the well, it was called the well of Miriam, that accompanied them. They had a full supply of water for themselves, their children, their flocks. During the day, they were under a divine cover of cloud. At nighttime, a fiery pillar. They were protected from the elements of the desert. Perfect circumstances. So all of their needs were being taken care of. And the spies said, wait a second, if we go into the land of Israel, life is going to be difficult. We have to conquer the nations there. We're going to have to build cities. We're going to have to earn a living. Life is going to be difficult. Let's rather stay here in the desert. God takes care of everything for us. Why bother to go into the land of Israel? However, God said it doesn't work like that. I didn't take you out of bondage, out of the land of Egypt, to remain in the desert. The goal is to enter the land of Israel and build a country, build a nation. And the lesson that was being taught to the spies and the nation certainly applies to us. God said, I want you to be my partner in building the land of Israel. You do your part and I'll do my part. The spies instead wanted to rely on God to do everything. We are also partners with God. If God forbid someone is ill, we give them the best medical attention that's available, and we also pray to the Almighty that that medical expertise will work. If a person says, I don't need any medical attention, just pray for me. No, that's not the Jewish approach. That's not the biblical approach. We give them the medical attention and we also pray to God. We are partners with God. In the Ten Commandments, we're told 6 days you shall work, and on the day of Shabbat, you rest. It's a mitzvah to work 6 days a week. It's a mitzvah to be active, to try to impact the world. And thereby, we demonstrate that we know that we are partners with God. We may not rely on God to do everything for us, but rather we have to be active. We have to take the proper actions and then pray to Hashem that he will assist us. Thank you for your attention and shalom.